Sometimes you gotta take a break from Instagram, bruh. Sometimes you gotta just stop scrolling. Stop. How many times a day have you been on it? Do you know? Not sure if you do. Going on Instagram every single day, multiple times a day, can be cool, but it's also a detriment to the quality of time that you're spending throughout your day. It can affect your mental health too, you know. My last video, in which I talked about, tip with dealing with anxiety and depression, this is like a follow-up to that video. This is another tip. Get off social media. You're steady scrolling every single day, multiple times a day. Like, not even taking a second to think back and just look around at life. I'll admit, I'm addicted to social media. I love it. I recently just had to delete Instagram because they were sending me a message consistently saying, every time I liked a photo or tried to comment on a post or something like that, because sometimes I just like comments of random things, they'll tell me, oh, your access has been restricted. We're trying to limit certain activity for some reason. And I looked up like why I was doing that. Like, why can't I like photos and videos on Instagram? It's like, apparently I've been doing bot activity, and Instagram's trying to protect their platform from bots. So it basically thinks that I'm a bot. And I'm like, what? Like, what have I been doing? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been sort of popping out on Instagram. Like, I put up a post, and I hadn't posted in a long time. I was posting a lot of stories, and I was basically just doing my thing on Instagram. And I guess they were just like, I think he's popping out too much. We need to cut him back. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just deleting the app. Off Instagram for about a month. If I like it, maybe 2. Gonna start to lower my usage of it and start focusing on things that actually bring me value, like reading, like making these videos right here for you guys. Maybe that was a sign for me to take a break. I've been using it too much. How often do you guys check your screen time on the settings app? Like, how often do you check, like, what apps do you go on the most consistently? Imagine if you're not a high schooler right now, if you are a high schooler right now, think about how much time you actually spend on social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok. Just guess what the number is. And then go look at your screen time and settings. If you have an Android, I hope it's the same thing. I hope they have something like that. I'm sure they do. Probably a lot more than you think, right? Me, some weeks I be on Instagram like 12 hours a week. And that's more than an hour a day. Like, dang, man, I'm addicted. I'll be doing work and then I'll just catch myself scrolling and I'll be like, oh, like, why am I scrolling? Like, I'm distracted. One day I couldn't get off Instagram because I was doing work and I was getting so distracted. I just deleted the app, threw my phone over there, and then I went back to it. And that's when those error messages from Instagram started coming up. It wasn't letting me like or comment on people's posts. It's frustrating. Maybe the fact that I'm so frustrated shows how addicted I am and shows how much I actually want to use this app. And it bothers me that I can't use it in the way that I want to. A lot. It's interesting. I'm not going to make this video too long because obviously, I'm not too sure if your attention spans can take it, bro. I don't know if your attention spans can take it. You use TikTok too much. You use Instagram way too much. Like, you're going to click off this video real soon. But I'm just going to say this right here, guys. Sometimes you need to take a break from Instagram, from social media in general. Get outside, smell the roses, take a walk, read a book, ride a bike, play the violin, I don't know, like, talk to your grandmother. do things that you enjoy outside of it. Because taking this break has given me a little bit of mental clarity, and it has allowed me to realize, man, maybe I am addicted. Maybe I do use it a little too much. Maybe I do over consume content that honestly I don't really need to keep watching. Why do I care what Joe Schmo from high school is still doing? Honestly, like, why do I care? If they're doing well, I'm glad. That's what's up. But like, honestly, bro, like, I'm sure this happens to so many people. You see somebody that you haven't seen in a while, they posted whatever, then you go to their profile and then you start scrolling through and you start looking at their old pictures saying like, oh, I remember when they posted this back in 2016. Like, bro, what is that doing for you now? Like, what is that doing for me right now? It's not providing me any value. I'm not learning anything from it. Oh, you took that trip to China? Cool. What you got for me? Picture of you on the Great Wall, or a picture of you posted like with rice or something. I don't know. Instagram isn't all bad because, you know, it has its benefits for sure. Like, it allows us to connect with people from different areas that we meet. It allows us to connect in ways that we've never been able to connect in the past. It's a way for businesses to market. It has advantages for sure, but be mindful of how you consume content. How and what content you're consuming, why you're consuming it. Because I guarantee you, if you've been feeling down, a portion of that could be because you've been constantly consuming things and psychologically, subconsciously comparing yourself and comparing your situation that you've been in. I'm hoping that error message goes away from me on Instagram, and in a month I come back to it and I'm Gucci, but who knows? Take a break from Instagram. Sometimes you need it. Get that cleanse in. That's the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I've got a lot more coming for you guys. Peace and love.